want to be kind of mindful because I don't want to knock like the players in general because I do think they have some good players. Out there they do.
Jordan Lewis
is going to be an NFL prospect. One of the guys in the foundation.
They got kids that's trying.
Yeah, he's a freshman.
They got kids that got hard and they putting in the work.
At Southern right now, which he probably should be playing. But honestly, it was like watching both of them. Like I was watching in the car in St. Aug.
Nah, I think Carl get him.
Yeah,
for real talk. I really do think in the car.
And that's no diss. That's actually like kudos to in the car. Like you look, I was watching like in the car, and I don't know. Like if in the car come out and have a game plan,
they get them.
They get them. Yeah, get them. Cause kids are in the car going to big schools.
Yep.
They ain't going to like Doug said, ain't knocking the Sunday.
Right. They ain't going to right.
Yeah, they
getting high recruits.
Yeah, they getting.
So what is it, man?
So like the seventh or eighth best player on call team going to Southern Grambling. Yeah. The seventh or eighth best player on their team.
Right.
But I'm telling y'all, bro.
I think they'll get them.
But like Southern with Pete Richardson, them, we not having this conversation. I'm not saying they look like in the car. Those Southern teams,
they was getting the best player on in the call team.
Yeah, like those Southern teams. I don't know if you're with the Southern game.
No, I remember.
Those Southern teams, bro. Like that's what this. I'm not. We not dissing.
Juice Williams.
That's why they never want to play LSU back then.
They did. Like I'm not dissing Southern because I know the past history of those Southern football teams. Like them dudes was like the real deal.
Maybe it's what you're saying about like Trev. Maybe it's what you're saying about getting another coach in there.
A lot of this
and revamping the energy that was there. You know what I'm saying? And
they need a complete image makeover.
Absolutely.
Because look at the image makeover Jackson State just went under, and they went 10-1.
Hold on. How many years? It's been 2 years. 2 years, bro.
It's been 1 year actually.
Been 1 year
because they played earlier this year.
Right.
And
so their season was earlier this year.
And Deion been out most of the second
Coaching
season.
Staff, man.
No, bro. But what that tells me too is how easy it would be to turn around if you did it the right way. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like some of these other schools, like we name some of the bigger schools, they may be hard to turn around because the powers that be or whatever. Ain't no powers that be like that.
Yeah.
If you just let them do what they doing, how easy it'll be to turn around if you had the right people in place.
Because even like in Jackson State, you just tell a difference. Like them dudes look different in their uniform.
Man, come on, man.
What?
You saw Deion won coach of the year.
Yep.
Shador won freshman of the year. And the other dude
went
was
10-1 in the SWAC.
The newcomer of the year was one of their linebackers
playing for the SWAC championship.
And linebacker good though.
And as soon as the news broke with Brian Kelly, if you go watch the Notre Dame Player podcast, they said the Jackson State players was texting them. Won't y'all just transfer to Jackson State with us?
Sheesh.
That's what they mind at right now.
Because they played with them in high school.
Yeah.
Bro,
so you got kids that play with the same kids that Notre Dame at Jackson State.
This is what I always said. If there was a group of kids that were highly recruited that decided to go to one place together, I thought about this in basketball. It'd be easy in basketball probably. But in football, there was a group of kids that say, you know what, we about to go all in on this school, whatever. Man, that'll be nuts.
Yeah. All 25 with the new recruits.
Just go.
Top 100 players.
Because think about it for a minute. We're talking about exposure, right? Think about if they did that and they went to somewhere like Jackson State, right? And then they go play a Power 5 school and like give them a run.
Who on schedule?
If you put them on schedule, you know what I'm saying? Give them a run. I'll beat them.
It's made early. You got to back out. They ain't going to back out.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll beat them. Like that's history.
Yeah. I think
like y'all be some of the most famous players that ever played college football.
Ever. You're right. You got a point.
But you got to get a group of people.
And I want them to be successful. I know we're going to be talking about like in the car and they look like in the car and stuff, but honestly, like deep down, like I want them to be successful. I want the product to be good because if the product good, it's better for everybody.
Right.
Like you can't keep putting it out there over and over again and thinking you're going to get different results because you're not. And so don't say that you are at a disadvantage when you're not putting yourself in a position to be in an advantage. Like this $800 million.
They should have squashed that.
Man, I'm not even about to let myself say that no more, man. God,
but you do got a point though, because Deion said that he not doing the swag stuff next year if he stay there.
Right.
He said he going to the Division II playoffs.
Yeah.
Because you just did it.
They did.
You just did it.
They got smashed,
but they did it.
But
you got to start somewhere, man.
Yeah.
You got to start somewhere.
That's some long bus rides, man.
It is. At least they had to go too far. Oh, no way for FAMU.
Yeah, FAMU.
To Hammond? To Denham Springs?
I don't know what I was talking about.
God,
Walker?
And where did they stay?
They the Crown Plaza.
It's in Baton Rouge.
And then still had to drive an hour to the game.
Yeah, hour to the game at least. 45 minutes.
Then 8 hours home. 8-9 hours.
So
home.
they don't fly. Obviously, they take buses.
Yeah, they take buses. HBCUs take buses.
Yeah, they gotta I'm like Deion, like go to the playoffs.
Go to the playoffs.
Yeah. If you get beat, cool.
Yeah, well, at least you win.
At least you got something. You got something to build on.
Absolutely.
Because
move the Bayou Classic a week early.
Why?
Move the
Bayou Classic.
Move it up a week in the season.
And put it at Southern and Grambling as a home game.
Right.
And stop putting it in New Orleans.
But don't tell me. If you do that shows me that you really don't care about progress.
Let me tell you something. I opened up Instagram and Facebook, and the amount of posts that I saw of people going to the Battle of the Bands and people going to the Bayou Classic and getting dressed up, and they making a whole weekend out of it. And it's like, it's the Super Bowl. Like, they were, the amount of people that I saw doing it, they will never move the Bayou Classic. And I'm with y'all. They're not going to move it. They love it. They love it. They love that more than progress. They love it.
Dog, this is the only thing
they love it, bro.
This is what I'm getting at, though. You move it to Saturday before, it is still...
Dante, I'm telling you, bro. It's like it's something.
It's having a week off before the Bayou Classic versus having the week off after the Bayou Classic.
I agree with you 100%. They want that Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Battle of the Bands, Bayou Classic.
But it's the game itself making money. That's what I'm talking about. The city making money.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so because of the way my TV situation is set up,
yeah, right.
I found what channel that Southern Grambling was on.
Yeah, I can find
but it was NBC.
NBCSN.
Yeah, SN. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
NBC.
It used to be on NBC.
Used to be on NBC. NBC National.
Yeah,
nationwide.
Cool.
That was cool. I understand why you're gonna go in the door. Right. I understand why, because that's the payoff. That's the payoff for having it that week. That's the payoff for having it on NBC that week. They're usually showing Notre Dame games.
So the audience is there.
The audience is there. You got a built-in audience. You got a built-in national audience. They stick you on NBCSN. You could have it at home, and you don't have to pay. You ain't got to have it. You ain't got to pay SMG for the dome, Caesars for the dome.
Yeah,
you can have it at home. And just make it homecoming part 2. Like
that's what I feel.
Just make it homecoming part 2.
Just rotate it. So all these other schools have rivalry games, right? And they all at home games.
That's true.
And then the next week they go like whatever the trophy is, they just bring it to the other people's stadium every year.
When Southern played Jackson State. When they go up to Jackson, or when Jackson come down here, the stadium is packed.
It is.
And then people travel. People travel for that too.
It's the same amount of people it's the same amount of people is in the Superdome, and they make the Superdome look empty. They can't even show the upper deck because ain't nobody up there.
That Superdome was so light, bro. I heard somebody having a conversation on TV.
You heard the conversation?
Not the conversation. Yeah, from the stands. While watching, I heard the conversation.
You did better than me. I wasn't watching it.
No, I heard the conversation. That's how many people did. Like, come on, man. We have to do better. When I say we, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, we have to do better, man, because you're doing a disservice. Number one, you're doing a disservice to the students. That's the main thing.
Did they have their name on the back? I ain't watched the game, so did they have their name on the back?
No, they were.
You know what's funny about this situation?
They still ain't putting their name on back.
Right.
You know what's funny about situations like this? It's always just a one. And
Grambling just had Titus on the back.
Yeah.
It's only this decision of one or two people. There's a handful of people making the decision.
I know.
Yeah.
In a situation like this, always a handful of people.
You want
stop. I really want the game not to be in New Orleans because I'm tired of the traffic. Like, like it's ridiculous amount of traffic for no reason for a game I'm not gonna even watch.
Right.
Like, game ain't nobody watching.
Go home, man.
Oh, bro.
It was high school games that day better. Like real talk.
Yeah, I know.
Like real talk. Yep. Like it was Brother Martin and Jesuit.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was real games.
Real game.
They probably had more fans.
Real games.
Like it was a tag only.
Oh man.
Sold out.
And the uniform Southern were wearing were terrible.
Terrible.
What is that color combination?
Terrible. Man, man, the powder blues and gold, bro, from when I was young, them powder blues, nasty.
I
don't know what this gray and
Grambling have on red?
No, they had it on the gold.
Gold.
Gold with the red outline and black numbers.
Should have with the red and black, man. See?
Here's what it is, bro.
Oh, man,
I got one. Go ahead, bro. I'm just about to jump, bro. I'm jumping to one more subject, bro.
No, they should hire us, bro.
They should, bro.
That 800 million, they might.
We come with a high price though.
Yeah.
800 million.
You doggone right.
Yeah.
You want a 10th. Hey. All right, y'all. This has been the Evergreen Pod. We appreciate y'all watching and subscribing. Make sure y'all watch us on YouTube. Doug, tell them what's up.
Follow us on Instagram at evergreen_pod. Follow us on TikTok, evergreen_pod. And also our YouTube channel, the Evergreen Pod. Like, subscribe, and share.